let me adjust this. Deep. The moon is officially in Gemini now, no longer in Taurus. This is kind of where we start looking at other aspects of people and situations and things. This can be very positive, or this can be not so positive, but whatever the case, it's going to create a sense of growth, right? There is something to be gained from this, right? The new moon being tomorrow, you know, I already feel like since the moon has already, you know, gone into Gemini, we're already kind of feeling like the beginning phase of this new moon, closing out old cycles, entering into new ones. I feel like Gemini really brings that energy of things are not going to be the same as they have been, you know, like, and I feel like I've been saying that for like at least this last week, where there's just, you know, a big shift, a big collective shift, you know, and you'll notice it when you notice like the people around you growing in ways that you probably didn't, expect them to, you know, or, so yeah, let's see. Let's find out. Let's see who you are, what your energy is, and what messages Spirit wants to bring you today. Alpha Centurions. Foresight, planning, and strategy. I feel this energy, this is like the energy of like planning for the future, or like not really, like, it's almost that like I'm not here to just go with the flow. Like I want to have a plan in place, you know what the next move is, right? There's, we'll dive a little bit deeper. Another thing is water in tarot represents like emotions, right? And as you see, like, everyone else is kind of swimming in the emotions. And though he's sitting in his emotions, he's still being very thoughtful about them, right? Being very deliberate with how he handles his emotions. So, let's see. I'm going to bust out the gold foil deck for this new moon. I've been feeling a little bit festive about it. So yeah, let's see. As you guys probably already know, the way that I read is I like to tap into past energy first and then just kind of go from there until we get into that future and see, you know, how the messages are being displayed. I do intuitive reading, so I read it based off of the cards around the cards as well, right? I like to give a little insight into how I read because I have made videos for other people who want to learn tarot, and so I try to add little lessons here and there because I think it's important to, like, I mean, if you feel an inclination towards reading, like, to have a better insight from different sources on like how to go about it, you know, or whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. No, I'm not, but I'm gonna start rambling about you. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse with the Three of Wands. Ace of Cups in reverse is either in your recent past you may have already began kind of this journey into a new love cycle, but with the Three of Wands I still feel this energy of like waiting, right? Waiting for the ships to arrive, right? Somebody like I don't know if you can see it, but in the background there's all these like boats, right? And he's just chilling and he's like, he's looking over and he's like, all right, like, I know they're coming. I see them, but there's still this energy of waiting, right? Waiting to begin. So let's dive a little bit deeper. Also, with the Ace of Cups in reverse, there could be an energy of feeling a bit self-conscious or like insecurities coming up in the past. Let's see, or from the past even. So I don't think it's an insecurity thing because I just got this clarifier. This is like, yeah, somebody wants to come in with the Knight of Pentacles. This is like somebody who wants to come in with an offer. The Knight of Pentacles is the only knight in the entire deck that isn't moving, right? He's all dressed up. He's ready to go. He's like, I've got all the things, right? But there's something that you're kind of forced to wait on something here. And the thing that you're moving towards is this Two of Cups, right? And as you notice with the Caduceus here, right? I think I said this in my last reading, but you know, they fill each other's cups, right? And the Caduceus is a symbol of like Kundalini healing through love, healing through connection. It's like, I feel like this union really brings growth and strength and beauty. So, okay. What is the holdup then, right? That's what I know, like, or what I want to know. Like, what is this? Because I feel a sense of like, I just want to get there, I just want to do this, you know. Knight of Pentacles could be an earth sign. Pentacles is earth energy. So it could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I'm only saying that because the energy of the person who is stuck waiting, who is wanting to deliver some sort of offer here, is showing up in that Pentacles energy. Could be, you know, just the energy that they're tapping into either, or also, so like, take it as it resonates. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, shutting the door to other opportunities, right? Or like, no longer looking elsewhere, okay? Because if you notice, in the upright, he's got one pentacle here, and that's his pentacle, but he's looking at all the other options, right? Everything else that could be obtained. But with this in reverse, it's kind of the opposite. It's like, rather than like no longer looking at all this extra stuff and really focusing on this pentacle that is his own, right? That's a pentacle that I feel like is being demonstrated right here. But that doesn't answer my question. Because I do see this energy of like really being all about this connection. And if you're not looking for a love reading, I do have other timeless readings, you know, that might be more relevant to your situation. Whom the person that I'm reading for specifically, though, is showing up in this Two of Cups. Is this somebody, and with that, showing up with that foresight, planning, and strategy, like maybe you're developing a plan for this. Maybe that's also kind of the holdup. But it feels almost like a forced slowdown, you know? Like, it's almost like the universe is like, hold your horses, right? And that horse is holding on, you know? It's like, they're already there, you know? But there's a sense of, like, having to wait for something. I feel like this showed up in my last reading as well. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I just noticed that. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Wands. And that's kind of significant too, because I love numerology. I tie that to a lot of my readings. 1, 2, 3 is like literally the beginning of a new cycle, which is still very relevant to this new moon energy. Okay, what else? I don't feel like it's gonna, like, hold up. With the High Priestess in reverse and the Nine of Cups, Piscean energy. This is kind of beautiful. I would say this almost makes me think of like a Venus in Pisces. If you know anything about your natal chart, people with their Venus in Pisces are very lovey, right? Very, very like touchy-feely, very into like they love, right? They're and I think that's kind of beautiful. With the High Priestess though in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, or not Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. The High Priestess in reverse is like something that you doubted would happen, right? Or something that you're like, you probably had hoped for, you wish for, obviously, because that's a wish fulfillment card. But like, somewhere down the line, you're like, no, that would never happen, or you know, and it was like, but I do see wish fulfillment showing up, right? And this is like, he is like sitting here, he's got all of his cups lined up, and he had just come back from a feast, right? And he's just feeling very content with all that he's got. In a lot of other decks, you'll see the Nine of Cups with like a genie in a bottle, right? Or a lamp, you know? Although, I don't know why they call them lamps. They don't light up, but whatever. Yeah, so this Nine of Cups, you know, really represents like you earned something, you know, and on a karmic level, you're getting that. With the Six of Pentacles, you know, I see this as, you know, I mean, he's holding the scales of balance here, and he's, you know, handing out pentacles on the other side, right? And it's like, I feel this energy of like, you take care of other people, right? Or like you feel a sense of balance and joy in that. Like you like to be like somebody that people can lean on, right? Six of Pentacles also indicates like a balancing out of give and take. So it's like if you've been a giver your whole life, then it's time for you to get, you know, it's time for you to get something here. If you have, you know, walked in integrity and, you know, you really show up for people in the right way, then it's like that energy is coming back to you like tenfold, you know, because you earned it. Even if that wasn't your intention, almost especially if that wasn't your intention. If it was just selflessly helping others, you know, it, like, I feel like your rewards become so much greater because you're not looking at the rewards, you know? So we have the Six of Wands in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is interesting because this is the opposite energy of what you're showing up as, which indicates somebody else, right? I feel like you might deal with people who are jealous or people who might, it's almost like they feel like they're losing because you're winning, if that makes sense, right? It's like, when the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor, when you get that Nine of Cups, this wish fulfillment, they're getting the opposite. Like they're missing out on, or they feel that they're missing out on an opportunity here. I want to elaborate on that because it's so very different from what we just pulled. So you might have some haters. Now with the Four of Cups, this is people who feel rejected, right? And going back to the King of Pentacles, this is very opposite of the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, right? And that's kind of how I indicate like whether a new energy is popping up on the board, because when something's showing up so very opposite, I'm like, it can't possibly be the same, you know? And so, because this, I mean, you're sitting pretty, you know? And it could even be this union, you know, where like maybe the person you're coming into union with is in the energy of rejecting other potential suitors, right? I mean, going back to that Seven of Pentacles in reverse, like this could be a mutual energy. And I mean, vice versa, if you're rejecting potential suitors because you have your mind set on somebody, they could be kind of sending out the evil eye towards the person that you're connecting with, right? This is like, but they kind of earned their bad karma, you know, whereas you're like showing up kind of happy, kind of content. You're like, well, sucks to suck, right? That's kind of the energy that's showing up. King of Pentacles, you know, I mean, that goes back to that Earth energy. It's that Knight of Pentacles energy. And it's like, here you are showing up in the right light, in the right energy, deserving, you know. King of Pentacles is Kingpin energy. You know, this is somebody who's kind of a go-getter, somebody who, you know, he's an excellent leader. He has great business sense. You know, this is somebody that is very admirable, right? Whereas the Six of Wands in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is like people who show up in like this energy of it's like, how do I say this without sounding like an asshole towards them? Like, it's almost like they've earned bad karma for themselves. They had bad intentions. They were selfish people. You know, they were seeking, you know, attention from multiple sources or whatever. And so I feel like when they get this sense of feeling rejected by somebody, because the Four of Cups is all about rejection, when they feel rejected, then it's almost like they start sending negative energy. I don't know if you know about the evil eye, but I do. And here's the thing though, is the more they send that out on you, the more they try to curse you with their intentions or words or whatever, the more negative repercussions they're gonna have, you know, because you get what you give, and if you give nothing but like balance and hope and goodness, that's what you're gonna get. If you know, if your intentions are pure, you're gonna get this happily ever after. You know, people with shitty intentions, well, guess what? They earned that. They earn that sense of rejection. Somebody, you know, also might have been, you know, I'm looking at it from this perspective too, that, you know, you are very, like, you're showing up in this very attractive light with this King of Pentacles energy. And, so when you get into union with somebody, like, yeah, it's probably going to upset people who wanted to, like, catch your attention or catch your eye. Alright, well, what else does the universe have to say about this? Another interesting thing I've noticed is a lot of minor arcana here, so I feel like any kind of like any kind of negativity that's like sent to you, or like, you know, any kind of like, I feel like that's gonna pass rather quickly. People aren't gonna be happy, right? People are gonna probably try to be a bit competitive, either with you or your person. With the strength card, this is the advice, you know, be strong in it. I mean, if you notice, she's sitting here taming this lion, you know, and the strength card really represents the strength and restraint, the strength and the softness, and, you know, the goodness, you know. All right, anything else? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Looks like you've met your match. Because, yeah. Queen of Pentacles just showed up. That's a power couple. Right? King and Queen of Pentacles. These are divine counterparts, right? They're quite literally made for each other, right? Same love language, same all that. This is really the energy that I'm seeing you move towards. You might have jealous exes too that are kind of like feeling a little bit like, what the fuck, you know? So, you know, just be warned, like, people are gonna be how they're gonna be, because, like, you're walking into this place of happiness, you're walking into this place of wish fulfillment right now, and so, like, haters gonna hate, baiters gonna bait, you know, so, like, just keep that in mind. Not everyone's gonna be super thrilled. I love seeing the King and Queen of Pentacles show up, though, because both of these are such, like independently, they make themselves, and then they come together. Both excellent leaders, both, like, in this very grounded energy. The Kingpin, Queenpin, can't get much fucking better than that, right? I mean, yeah, so there's a lot of positive energy. And here's the thing, you know, like, when people start doing really well in life, you'll notice that, like, people who are not doing so well in life, they're gonna, like, show up and be angry about it, or they're gonna cast their hate or cast their jealousy in some way. You can't stop them, but you can just kind of focus on what you do have here. Focus on what you are building here, you know, rather than allowing, like, these negative energies to affect what you got going on. Yeah, the Justice card just came out. The Justice card with the Nine of Wands. Yeah, people are going to feel a little injured about this, right? This is the Wounded Warrior card, too. It's like, you had to go through so fucking much, you know? And this is the Wounded Warrior kind of like returning home. Hopefully not, like, physically wounded, but also this could be, like, people's egos being wounded over here, because they're the ones kind of looking a little bit, like, on the pathetic side of things, whereas you're kind of showing up not so wounded, you know. With the Justice card, Libra energy. It's funny because with the Six of Pentacles, we also see the scales of balance here. It's like, this is justice. People who've mistreated you in the past, they're going to feel that, you know. They're going to feel that negative karma. Their karma is to watch you thrive, right? All the evil that they wished on you, all the bad shit that they wanted to happen, you know, all the things that they tried to do to disrupt your peace, that's coming back on them a lot, and they don't get to know peace. That's their justice, you know. So, like, yeah. I feel is this? The Six of Wands in reverse could be multiple people. Yeah. Knight of Swords. This is somebody who's gonna probably try to rush in and like take action after it's too late, right? And this is where they get rejected. This is where they're like, then they start being like, what was me? I didn't get what I wanted, but like, you know, you missed the boat, dog. That's what I'm seeing. And so, yeah, it's almost like somebody sees you doing well, sees you coming into union, sees you getting your wish fulfillment, and now all of a sudden they want to show up and, you know, I wouldn't even pay them any mind, honestly. Because, like, they're only doing it to disrupt your peace. And that is what is going to bring them negative karma. Do it. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. But, you know, this is stronger. You know, the King and Queen of Pentacles, they've gone through lifetimes together. This isn't like just mediocre connection, you know. Yeah, with the Moon card, Pisces energy, could be an angry Pisces because we have the High Priestess in reverse as well. But with the Ace of Pentacles here, I'm seeing a lot of fucking Pentacles, actually. You know, I'm seeing this extension, right? The Ace of Pentacles to me represents a gift from the divine or a gift from God, however you want to like perceive that. But you know, I mean, look, this hand is literally coming from the heavens. This is the biggest pentacle in the entire deck. And I see this gift kind of being offered, you know, to both. Like, both have this gift in their hands. It's, you know, and not everybody values money above all else, right? And so to me, I feel like when you look at the pentacles, it's what you value the most. Let's see. What's your advice moving forward? Ace of Pentacles also represents a new beginning, a new start, right? With that new moon coming in, I really feel that there's a lot of new energy happening here. Six of Cups, your advice is to tap into your inner child, right? Embrace like the softer, more curious side of life, right? Six of Cups. Also, you know, in the advice position, I'd say this is a time to make the memories that you want to reminisce on later, if that makes sense. You know? Build together, you know? Alright, anything else before I grab the Kali card? And the Ace of Swords shows up. This is like a divine coronation, right? In my opinion, and how I read it, how I see it, you know, getting the sword and the crown. It's like, this is where you really take up your place and, you know, like, taking on what is yours, taking action towards what is yours and what you want. I'm seeing a lot of aces, a lot of beginning and energy, you know. So don't allow yourself to be moved by like energies that are showing up out of like spite and jealousy and trying to fuck up a good thing, because that's what people fucking do. You know, in their misery and in their selfishness, they want to fuck up a good thing because they're like, why couldn't that have been mine? Well, if it was meant to be yours, it would have been. Yeah, and that's kind of, that's where I stand on that. So, I'm gonna grab some Kali cards. Guys, somebody's definitely in their head, trying to shoot their last shot, trying to make that last effort. But it's like, I'm seeing the energy that it's like, it's too fucking late. It's already too late. Like, they can't interrupt that. Like, you are showing up in that Two of Cups energy. With the King and Queen of Pentacles, when the divine counterparts come together, and like they are both dead set on that union and pursuing that path, there's like nothing that can really intervene on that. Anybody who tries is just going to be met with a lot of rejection. Um, Khadga. A predestined series of events is due to occur according to divine timing. This has been orchestrated at a higher level to integrate the paths of people with whom you have soul contracts in this lifetime. Like I said, soul contracts. Trust in the doors that close just as much as in the doors that open for you as a result. Alright, and see, I see this soul contract kind of coming to fruition here. Somebody might be trying to speak doubt into you or something. I'm saying that because the Mantra Shakti came out, and it's saying, do not allow negative thoughts or speech to undermine your inner spiritual connection. Claim your voice and your power to express yourself from your heart. Though it may not yet be visible in your physical world, a new order is generating within the soul. And in time, it shall manifest in a transformation that heals your inner world and improves your physical life circumstances too. Like I said, this connection does look like it's a healing kind of connection. This heals like all the wounds, it's like, there's this really good poem I heard by Miles Carter. It's called Too Sensitive. And, it's like how people in the past, they may have judged your love language. You were too sensitive. You were too attentive, right? Or whatever, you were too present in their life. And it's like, whatever the case, it's like you had that love language because you were meant to match it with the person who has that same kind of love language. It's like somebody who speaks and feels on a soul level in the same language, if that makes sense. Because not everybody speaks our soul language. Not everybody understands our frequency. But it's kind of this energy of like a complete reciprocity. I'm seeing a lot of reciprocity in this card, the Two of Cups. They're sharing cups here. And there's this energy of like, let me give to you from my cup and vice versa, and it's like, outside opinions, outside, whatever, it's all coming from their unhealed place, and you're in a spot of healing, and you're finding a person who matches your vibration, somebody who appreciates your love language and wants to explore that with you. So if other people are like trying to speak negativity into your connection, just shut it down. You know, just shut it down. Vishvamata. Though you may be in circumstances that you would prefer not to be in at this time, you are actually in a position of unrealized spiritual power. You will gain benefit from what is transpiring. When the relevant learning and personal growth have been acknowledged and integrated, these circumstances will give way to a more favorable situation. So yes, that is pretty much what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you guys, and you know, just don't pay any mind to the haters. You know, people who want to throw negativity into your joy. Don't let them do that. That's the devil. You know, it's their demon showing when they try to do that. You know, it's like, oh, you have the audacity to be happy? Well, let me just shit on your parade real fast. You know, it's like, why? That's stupid. But, you know, whatever. Take it as it resonates. Take it and go. Yeah, so anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. And yes, namaste. Love you guys. Bye.